firefighter. I work with the FBI. We work together a lot. Which you have to kind of use anytime you respond to something like this. If they find anything else, that's the FBI helping out with this. I understand.
That's why he's here. I'm Detective Lemons. I haven't met you yet. I wasn't at the scene earlier, but I just wanted to come here and talk and get some more information too, okay? Will you spell your name for us?
It's Leilani. L-A-N-I.
L-A-N-I?
Just one more time, I'm sorry.
Leilani.
And what's your last name?
Simon.
Two M's or just one? What's your date of birth?
11/30/99.
So right now, again, we're sorry for everything you're having. We can't imagine the emotion that you're feeling right now. But as difficult as it is, just once you kind of think back the last 24 hours, and just kind of give me, what you've been through in the past 24 hours. So we're talking 24 hours would be this time yesterday. So from about 1 o'clock yesterday.
I was tell me your dentist getting my wisdom tooth pulled.
Okay.
About this time yesterday.
Did you have your son with you?
No, I was babysitter because I went to work and I left because of the amount of pain that I had. So I just went there and I had them keep the kids.
So where are you working right now?
Eclipse IA in Port Whitworth.
Eclipse? What type of work is that?
Warehouse.
Loading.
Okay. No, that's not. Whatever. So I called babysitter and asked her to hold him a little bit longer. All the kids. She had all three of them. These girls with me. It's hurting. They wanted to hold him down.
So did they give you any sort of hydrocodone or anything for the
ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
It's 800 milligram. I witnessed the $15 of 800 milligram ibuprofen. That's all I went. So I went home. I took a nap. We come out to
How do you think that was?
we officially got about 2, a little bit after 2. I had about an hour and a half nap before we got up and got things going to go pick up the kids. I made spaghetti before we picked them up. That's still in the fridge at the house. We went and picked them up and gave them all a bath. We had food. I sent Danny out to Red Box to get a movie for the kids and all of them to watch tonight. So that's there too. I put them down to bed and Quint he's a talker. He doesn't cry when he's tired. He just talks, babbles. So he lays there and talks to himself. It takes him about 40 minutes to fall asleep. He's over there, blah, 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 blah. However long it is. He finally fell asleep. It was probably almost 2:30. When he finished, baths, dinner, cleaning up, all that stuff was done for about 9:30, a little bit of TV time, and then, bed. Then we went to bed. My mouth was really bothering me about almost 1 in the morning. I called Circle K to see if they had orange out. No. So I got in contact with another one of my friends named Misty that I used to work with, who has a lot of mouth problems, and asked her if she had any orange out. I met her up there at the Chevron. They called her. They got back and went back home. Y'all, it's gone 12 minutes. I got it for my 360. I can show y'all right around everything that's on the left bills I get back. Got home, put it in my mouth, checked on all the kids again. They were all good.
What time was that again?
It was 1:25. I looked at my app when they asked me to. Then I got home. Because I was going 12 minutes. Literally what it showed. And I go there, put it in. I checked the kids. Everybody's kind of sky. She fell asleep on the couch. Quinton knocked out like this in his playpen and Zane with a towel on his chest that I wasn't touching. And so I go to bed. I wake up about 9. Almost 9. And I was supposed to go to work, but because of this, I was just going to stay home today. Which is why none of the kids got the babysitters. The front door was partially open, but hopefully it was not wide open. The door's never open unless somebody is up. No way, normally, ever. So I get up and I go shut it, not even thinking nothing about it. I just got out of bed, the door's open, let me shut the door, and I turn around and check on the kids. Sky's there. Zane's there. Quinton's not there. me and I not remember. He's like, no, he was there. He was sleeping in the playpen room this morning. It's like, well, he's not there. So then I called the cops and I called Michelle, which is the babysitter, to try to help me look a little bit farther out. Because I got 2 kids at the house and it was, my brother was asleep. And I had 2 kids and it was just me searching and screaming and I couldn't find anything at all. I couldn't even find this cup he had when he went to bed.
You said you couldn't find his
Couldn't find his cup.
cup?
His cup. And then he had a little Mickey Mouse stuffed animal toy he went to bed with. I wasn't in the bed either.
Does Quinton take any medication at all? Does he have to
No, he only had one medical issue, which would hopefully fix itself by the time he reached the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the arteries, one of the main arteries to his heart, doesn't pump like it's supposed to.
Okay.
And that's the only issue he had at all. This boy was walking before he was even 7 months old. It's a smart little boy.
Mm-hmm. Has he ever, describe me his bed. Is it like a crib or a
playpen?
A playpen.
We did playpen for him.
Okay. Has he ever gotten out of the playpen before on his own? So he doesn't.
He cannot get up on his own. The boy can't even get his foot up there if he tried.
So he can't step on something. There's nothing in the crib.
Nothing in the crib but a pillow and a blanket. And that's the only thing he had. The only time that he's ever managed to get out of it was with my oldest son's help. He'd come and grab the side of the playpen and look quick at the time out. No matter what time out in front of my oldest, and he'd come and grab that playpen and snatch it down and get his brother on out. But the playpen's always knocked over when that happens. Everything's out of it. The part that you lay on the, whatever, out of it. Everything's out of it. Nothing was flipped over. Nothing was missed. Nothing. Oh.
And you have full custody of Quinton?
No, my mother does.
Okay.
I found myself in a very hard situation where my boyfriend at the time left me and I got done a job and my car broke down on me, so I didn't have transportation. So I voluntarily signed over in temporary custody to my mother until I could get up on my feet. I've just now recently got to where at the end of this month we were supposed to be going to put money down in the house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath for all of us. So after that happened, we were going to begin the process of getting me back the custody and legal rights.
And your mom lives with you?
That's her house that we were at. Since she has temporary custody, I wanted to make sure, we would all want to make sure that the kids were where they were supposed to be legally by the book, because I could have had to move up to North Carolina, even though it's a little 2-bedroom apartment. I could have done that after, but I was homeless for 2 months before I even got that. So, I'm going to be okay, y'all.
I know.
He's so little, he's so sweet. He's so sweet.
We can't imagine what you're going through, and I wish I had some tissue. Do you have any tissue right here? Is that any tissue?
No, I got cigarettes, I don't need any clothes.
Okay.
And I broke it.
What is that?
I broke it.
Ibuprofen.
The I broke it.
We're going to, you can rest assured, that everybody working this is going to do everything feasibly possible to help find your son. Okay?
My father and I haven't been on good terms since before I found out I was pregnant. We stopped talking, and 3 weeks later I found out I was pregnant. So,
What is his name?
The father's name is Henry Moss.
Okay.
He goes by Bubba.
Okay.
And,
When was the last time you saw him?
I haven't seen him in over a year.
Does he knows where you live?
He does. Because I try not to be like every mother out there. So when I moved back down here and I knew that it was substantially closer to where he stayed at, I was just like, well, this is where I'm at. If you want to see your son, let me know. Here's an address. Or if all he was trying to do was use Quinton as an excuse to get in my pants. So I stopped denying him to visit his son.
When did you do that?
4 months, 5 months ago.
4 or 5 months.
Started denying him. Started ignoring him. Just blocked him on everything. The Facebook that I have tried to pull up now is the new one that he recently sent me a friend request with, so I can see if I try to get in contact with him, but I'm blocked on that. We still have no contacts, still have no numbers.
Are those still on your phone?
Huh?
Are those messages still on your phone, maybe?
I don't know if it's still on that phone. I have multiple different phones. I have like 3 Facebooks.
Yeah. Do you have your phones here?
They're.
Okay. Do you mind if we get the password to your phone so we can look at them?
Yeah, you just bring it up. I try to pull it up.
Here. Is it a drawing or is it just numbers?
Oh, it's 1861.
1864?
1864.
I don't know if I have messages because that phone, like I said, it's a phone that I used for my mother after my mother was broke. I already have to make new accounts. So I'm not too sure if it's on that account.
Gotcha.
Or if it's on the other account. But I know when I try to search them up today to try to show the officers or whatever, because one of the last messages I remember getting it from him said, "You do not deserve to have Quinton. I'm going to get a paternity test and I'm going to take my child." Yeah.
Henry says that.
Yes. Bubba said that. Bubba Moss.
When did he say that?
Yes.
When?
3 weeks ago. And then today was the first time that my babysitter, when I heard her talk, he was on the couch, on the bed.
He was on the bed?
He was on the bed watching something. I can't remember the name. Cops go to heaven, or something about cops in heaven. After like 5 minutes.
This Danny, is he a drug user at all?
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No. If anybody wants to say he does anything, he drinks. And that's only like 6 5 a day. On a good day.
Has Danny ever been violent with the kids at all? No.
No, never even violent towards me. The most violent I've ever seen him was hitting a horn in traffic.
So Danny gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, this morning specifically. Gets up at 5. Do you hear him leave the house?
No, I didn't hear him leave at all, which is why I told him, I was like, well, if you did drop him off and you did, I don't remember if you took him somewhere. I didn't even know how he got out of bed this morning. So,
Do you normally sleep that heavy?
No.
You don't?
No, I think it had a lot to do with was tired, pain, everything. So I was out when I was finally out.
And, Quinton, he didn't get any medications last night. He wasn't sick. No Robitussin, no cough syrup, nothing like that. He didn't have anything.
No, all the kids have been a little stuffy. Well, there's just a change in weather. So I don't give them medicine unless you're running a fever or sound like you're about to die.
Do they, where do you keep all the medicine?
In my bathroom cabinet or in the kitchen cabinet above the sink.
Okay. Does he ever go in there by himself?
Okay. He can't get up there if he wanted to.
Okay.
Even with the little stools and chairs, the dude's short and bow-legged. Okay, his legs are like this, and he stands up his head maybe a little bit above my knee.
When did you call? What time this morning did you call Danny?
I remember looking at the phone while I was yelling at him saying I couldn't find Quinton. It was like 9:17 at that point.
Was that before or after 911? Did you call Danny?
That was before, and then when I looked around again and still couldn't find him, I called again. We called 911 after that. 911 was called by 9:30. I realized Quinton was missing by 9. That's a 30-minute delay of me trying to find him and see if I could locate him, and then calling Danny to see if he knew anything, and he did. That's when I called the cops. And Michelle, she came over right away. It was like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to act right now, man.
And is Danny, what is his normal routine? If you get up, if he leaves, well, this is a little odd because you didn't go to work with him this morning.
Yeah.